Hello there, and welcome back to the nut farm. Uh, Getting a little creative here, trying to get this sill back in the head. Had to hang my the power head from the rafter there, so I can get in here to where the shaft comes up through. I made a spacer to help hold that carbon seal. Got it laying here somewhere. That's the old O-ring. I found a new O-ring for it. Ah, geez, what'd I do with that? There it is on the floor like a dummy. That is cracked. But figured when I sandwich it together with that spacer and this brass O-ring or brass washer that goes in there, and this spring pushes down on the top of it. This doesn't rotate at all. It just sits in there, and the O-ring shows the outside of this shaft. If I can show you this. I dropped my washer. And it's just getting all kind of sloppy. Okay. Show you this. This is the that brass washer. And as you can see, there's all kind of play around the outside of that. So that carbon seal and this washer, there's no resistance, no spinning, nothing. All this does is hold the O-ring against the outside of this shaft. So this should work. I was unable to find that carbon seal anywhere. I can see it on parts lists and stuff, but it's unavailable. I cannot find it anywhere. So I got to tap that spacer I made down onto the shaft. There's a collar on the on this shaft down below the splines there that will hold that spacer. Then I can put my seal, the brass washer, and this spring goes on top of that to hold it all in place. So I just need to tap that spacer I made in. You can see it in there. You can see it a little bit. I just made a spacer out of a stainless steel washer, ground it down to size. Now I just need to tap it down to where the it hits that collar on the shaft. Okay. Let me get you positioned here and see if we can get that in place. Okay, you can kind of see where I'm working there. Got a deep well socket that will fit over the shaft. I'll be able to tap that spacer down into place. Hopefully. It should stop when it hits the collar on the shaft. everything in the way. If I didn't have this shift cable to deal with, it would make it a lot easier. Well, I guess you're just not going to see it. I'm going to have to hold that over there out of the way so I can get to that and tap it in. Not cooperating. I have to raise this power head up a little. Bolts right where I need to be. Try that there. Yeah, it's better. Okay, I think that's down in place. A little bit more. Get an extension for that bit so I can get away from the head. Excuse me. Okay. Get that in there. That's it. That's the whole way seated. Now I should be able to put my O-ring seal in. The washer on behind it. That's pressed in. Now the spring. There we go. Yeah, hopefully in the future, if you ever have to pull this bottom end off again, that spacer is pressed in there. So the spacer, or you'll be able to pull the shaft out, and this spacer, the seal, and the gasket, and the spring, with this clamp down, that'll all stay in place. All you have to do is slide the shaft back up through that hole in the spacer and put it back together. Hopefully that'll solve that. Like I said, I couldn't find them that carbon seal anywhere. I seen one guy on YouTube had made one out of brass. He made the whole setup as one deal. He had like it would be shaped like pretty much like that is, but he just put a groove in his piece. He turned down for the O-ring. That whole piece slid down in here. So there's nothing contains that except the lip on this shaft. It pushes up on that, spring holds it down in place. Now, like I think my setup's going to be a little better. It won't there's enough room for that to compress in there. When you pull the head down, that'll keep that seal, carbon seal and O-ring sandwiched in between them two washers. Oh, hopefully I can get this all back together. I was pretty lucky with all the gaskets and everything. Everything's looking pretty clean. Knocked a bunch of carbon and stuff out of the exhaust side. I don't know if I can turn this enough for you to see it. Yeah, that's the exhaust port. Hole over here should be the water feed up into the jacket. See if I can blow through that one. I put that original pump back in. You can probably hear that blowing down through the should be coming out the you can hear feel a little airflow out the inlet screen down there. So hope that all works out. Okay, goes in there. This goes that away. Gasket in place. Put it up under. Tilt the head back up. Get the spring off of the kink in my cable. There. That's the clutch cable right here. I'll work this back on. And get that spline up in there. Okay. I should be able to get all my stuff bolted back together here, and everything still turns. We got 3 nuts. One there. I'm going to shut you off till I get ready to tighten everything off. Okay, we've got all our bolts back in place. Snugged up, haven't tightened them down yet. Take my strap off of the motor so I can let that rest where it wants to be. Get that out of the way. Get all these tightened up now. That side, this side, one here. And these 2 bolts, one on each side. Fit. Needed a 1/2 inch short socket. Yeah, that's pretty tight. It's pulled down good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Alrighty. Put my Fitzall. Jeez, man. Need to loosen that up to take the tension off of the rotation part. Probably just leave it there for now. I've got to get my clutch cable hooked back up. This cable is all frayed badly. I need to tighten this one up so it doesn't rotate on me. I'll hold that still. Okay. Now I gotta try and get this cable that's all frayed. Need to find something to clamp over that. I can get it back through this hole and the hole in the end of this. I've tried soldering the end of these before, but I can never get the solder to stick on them very well. Keep it from fraying. I don't know if they make a little metal sleeve you could pop on there to hold that. They have to be really skinny. See if I can get that fed through there. Pretty sloppy. Well, it went, amazingly. Get that on there and get those holes lined up. Maybe I can twist it on. Come on. Right there. Oh, I got it. That's a good thing. Okay. This goes in that lever. And I got it upside down, of course. Alright. Get it all together and remember, look at that. These screws need to be facing out. And there's a spring that goes on here to here to keep tension on that. We got the screws backwards. Yeah, it just about figures. It'll be turned over that way. Okay. Try it again. Which I'll never be able to get it back on there. Get on there. There it goes. I'm sticking out there. Don't want to go in. Got it there. Yeah. Nope. Take a little bit of that off, get some of that fraying equal. screws that way, and then it's down for the spring. Good. Okay, screws out. Spring end goes down through there. Slide this back so we get the cables lined up, or the holes lined up for the cable. Okay. Yep. Everything moves. And the cable pulled back out. I'm going to be a while on this. I'll bring you back. Okay, I got that back on and adjusted. A little piece of the shrink wrap on the end of this cable. Try to keep that from getting any worse. Fraying apart, that is. That should help hold a little. And getting stabbed by them cable strands sticking out. Around there a little so it doesn't stick out so bad. It'll stay there, but it's out of the way for now. So, that's everything back together. Got to put that spring on here. Goes around there. It hooks on there. Keeps that switch in place. I think I'm going to put a wire tie around that. Just because it bugs me. Keep you out of the way, buddy. Bring back on. We're gonna pop off. No big deal. Okay. I need to get my fuel line back on, or water cooling line on. We had this tie wrap on here to help keep the spark plug wires from bending so severely. Fits holes. Pair of chipmunks running around. Yeah, there. Yeah. We got all that there put back together. Put the fuel tank back on, hook that back up. The petcock is working, but when I open it, my carburetor's overflowing out the top there, out these vent holes. So we're gonna have to go back into that carburetor and check the float again. Appears to be stuck open, or the cork isn't floating. So we're gonna have to go back in there and look at that again, and we get set up to do that. That'll probably be on the next video. We'll finish this one up here and come back when we're ready to look at that carburetor again. Y'all take care, drop us a like, and we'll catch you on the next one.